What's going on, my lovelies? It's Kyle here. So I want to dedicate this video primarily for the empaths out there. You beautiful, kind, sensitive, compassionate, empathetic souls. This is for you. My message for you is just say no. Empaths, you need to just say no when you deeply want to say no. Now, why am I directing this towards the empaths out there? So, a lot of empaths I observe and I see having a difficult time saying no. When they say no or think about telling somebody no, they might feel like they are a bad person. They might feel as if they are hurting this person, that they are letting this other person down. They might feel a lot of pressure. But you need to just say no when you want to say no. Now, obviously, sometimes there's aspects in our lives where it's a very special occasion, where it's very important that we do say yes, even if we don't want to. I totally understand if you find yourself in that situation, but for many, many, many situations, the majority of situations in which you want to say no, it's fully in your right to just say no. There's no need to feel bad. There's no need to feel the weight of any burden when you say no, that you're letting somebody down. I don't want that for you. You shouldn't want that for you. The other people shouldn't want that for you. You are absolutely entitled to saying no, and you absolutely should be saying no when you deeply desire to say no to something. I literally found myself yesterday having this internal conflict over the same thing. A friend asked me to go rock climbing at the gym, and I'm like, oh no, that would be nice, it'd be good to feel, but like deep down, I'm like, nah, man, I really just want a night for myself. I really just want to decompress and just do my own thing. Um, I was kind of processing some heavier emotions that kind of came up the other day, and I just want some time to myself. You don't even need a reason to say no, but I really just wanted to be alone, do my own thing that night. So part of me wanted to say yes. Part of me felt obligated to say yes. Part of me, felt like I was going to hurt this person, or I struggle with this too. If you find yourself in a situation where you really just want to say no to somebody or something, just say no. And here's the thing. I felt incredible. After I'm like, what? Why do I have all this? Why am I putting all this pressure on me? And I consciously tried to let it go and drop it off, because this is a pattern throughout my life that I've had to work on to minimize over time. And once I dropped that off, it didn't all go away, but I knew that was the right decision to make, and I knew that that was what was best for me in the moment. So I said no. And let me tell you, it was the right decision. I felt great. I was so happy to just do my own thing last night. Very happy to do that. And, it doesn't have to be a small thing like this. This pertains to many, many, many decisions, however big or small. If you deeply want to say no, just say no. You're going to have to practice this if you are uncomfortable saying no. If you have this predisposition to feel obligated to say yes to people. Okay? It might be uncomfortable at first. You might have to still say no even though you're uncomfortable. But I guarantee you, over time, as you practice saying no, you will either, at the bare minimum, just get better at saying no, despite the emotions and feelings and thought patterns that are popping up. You might feel guilty if you say no. You might feel excess pressure to say yes. Still say no if you deeply want to say no. Over time, you will likely find that you don't feel as much pressure to say no. Over time, you will likely find that it will be easier to say no. That instead of having the automatic response of trying to please this person, of trying to do all that you possibly can, you'll find these things falling away. Or perhaps that critical voice in the back of your head, the volume might be turning down. It's very possible that for the vast majority of the time, this tendency, this resistance that comes up when you want to say no, it might just go away. Or it might minimize to the point where it's not even that big of a deal. It doesn't even affect you. There's not even an internal conflict that you have to deal with. But even if this improves 1, 2, 5, 10%, it's a beautiful thing. And I think we should be going in that direction, regardless. Trying to bring more health to our lives and ourselves. So, for you empaths out there, if you struggle to say no, practice just saying no when you deeply want to. I'll leave it there. Hope you're having a lovely day wherever you're at in the world. And until next time.